There were some women that may have been raped or sexually abused. They it was a continual thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say they were in a situation where they lived with their abuser,
Mm-hmm.
and their body enjoyed it, and they may have indulged in it,
Oh, submitted to it.
but they
One
really
didn't
didn't want it.
and probably didn't even know what they was really doing.
Right. And now they're adults and they can't look in the mirror because they're like, I'm a terrible person.
No, that's a trauma bonding. That's that's not no. And the ages, well, it really don't matter what age it is.
Hmm.
If they indulge in something and then they have guilt and shame afterwards, then that's number one. That's a kind of a sound like trauma bonding and something that they weren't quite. Their brain wasn't didn't process properly.
Yeah.
And were they kids or grown adults?
Sometimes, as children, even like
Mm-hmm.
what you went through,
Mm-hmm.
your body reacted, right?
And that's normal.
Right. But you didn't want it.
Right.
So there's some women, they're confused. They're saying, I'm a
Yeah.
terrible person. I enjoyed it. I went along with it. And so I must be bad too. So
Okay.
we want to set those women free. And
Yeah.
then I want you to talk about, before we go on to your story, a little bit about what this type of trauma does to the hippocampus and all of those things. Because you
Yeah.
study those things.
Yeah, it's the psychology, grief, and the mind, the brain. The brain and the mind is two different things. Let me start with the brain. The brain is the physical part of you. The mind is the spiritual part of you. But they work like that. Don't separate
Yes.
them. That's why people don't talk about it separate.
Yeah, like
I'm-
spirit and soul and body.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't need to be separated. Just
Okay.
like the heart is connected to the spine and the brain and
Yeah.
the signals and the adrenaline. Everything in our bodies is connected. So we really don't
Yes.
need to separate them like that.
Wow.
But it is different. But the brain, the frontal cortex, that part of the brain is where a person rationalizes and thinks. And spiritually, people call it the mind.
Mm.
But now I want to talk about the brain. The brain literally processes information from the frontal cortex, the front part of the brain,
Mm-hmm.
and let me slow down because my husband used to tell me, "Swallow, baby, stop talking so fast because you know so much and you be running everything together."
Like, honey, let us comprehend.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm trying. What I want to distinctly want y'all to
Explain
understand
it, yes.
explain the difference. That just because some things bypass the frontal cortex,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna stay with the ability to rationalize.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's a lot of contributing factors, but okay, thank you, Holy Spirit.